Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do this flare effect on text or logos. This was requested by someone on Twitter, so yeah, hopefully you guys can find this tutorial helpful. Okay, so let's get straight into it. First off, you want to start in Illustrator. If you already have the outline for the text or the logo, then you go straight into Photoshop, but for people that don't, we're going to have to start off in Illustrator. Okay, so if you want to do it for text, all you literally need to do is type the text and then make the stroke the color of the flares that you're going to be using, and so yeah, then that you already have the outline. But for the logos, you're going to have to go to image trace. It doesn't matter if the edges get a bit curved, that's going to happen if you're vectorizing it, and then go to expand. So now that there's points on each of the corners, and just to make the shape. Now what you want to do is you want to double click on the white and then click on the white just so you delete the background. So now we've only got this logo instead of the background with the logo. So now I'm going to delete this text because I'm not going to be using the text because I'm going to be showing you guys how to do it for this logo. But it's the same way, it works the same way. So now what we're going to do is we're going to swap the fill to the stroke. Now we've got this black outline on the logo. So now what we're going to do is we're going to increase the stroke to about 2 or 3. I probably wouldn't go more than 3, but yeah, it doesn't matter whether you pick 2 or 3. It'll probably turn out just as good either way. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to our stroke and we're going to turn this to a red because we're going to be using red flares. So yeah, now we've done that, now we've got the logo, the outline of the logo with the color of the flares that we're going to be using, and we're just going to go to File. We're going to save it. It doesn't really matter what file you save it as long as it's an image. So actually, let's go to File, Export. We'll just call it Phase Outline. I've already got one here from the example, so we're just going to export it. Okay, so now we've saved the PNG version. We're going to go into Photoshop and we're going to open the file that we just saved. So let's just find it real quick. So resources, logos, and then phase outline. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, so now we've got our logo here. I'm actually going to make a new project. It doesn't really matter the dimensions because you're going to be using it in Twitter headers or whatever, wherever you're going to be using it. We're just going to make the background black by pressing Alt and Delete with the black as our foreground color. And we're going to move the phase logo into this workspace. Okay, so now we've got this. I'm going to be using this blue flare right here. I'm going to leave the description to download this flare in the description. So just go into description, find the link, and just download it. And now I'm going to put this on the same project. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make it red. So let's just you can change the color by pressing Ctrl U. And you can just change the color that way. So let's just find the right color that we want. Okay, so that's pretty much close enough. So we're just gonna be using that, and we're basically just, alright, first we need to go to filter and then distort and then ripple, just to add like a little ripple to the flare, as you can see there. I'm using 26%, so you can use 26 if you like as well. Just press OK, and now we've got this nice little ripple effect on there. And also we're going to do the same thing to the logo. So let's go to filter, distort and ripple. As you can see, we've got the same open box that comes up, and we're just going to find a nice ripple effect. I think we're going to use about 33. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so now we've got this flare. We're going to keep this one. We're going to keep this one at the top, just so we can keep on referring to it. And we're actually going to rub off the parts where it's gone really dark, because we don't really want that part, and it could make it look a bit dodgy, and we don't really want that. So now we've got this flare where all you can see is it doesn't get too dark. It just kind of cuts off, which is good. That's what we want. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to copy it. Let's copy it, just pressing Alt and dragging. You can copy it and just move it to all of the little lines, just to outline them, obviously, and just move it down. Alright, I'm going to speed this part up, guys, just so you guys don't have to watch me do this, is because it's kind of unnecessary. And yeah, Okay guys, now that we've done that, you can see that we've got this nice shining effect on each of the sides, and it looks pretty good in my opinion. Now what you can do is you can go back to the original stroke of the logo, so just the original stroke, and just lower the opacity, and now it really makes these flares shine. Okay, so that's basically how you do that. I'm actually going to increase the opacity just a bit. Okay, so that's how you do the flares, and now you can do the color correction. It's just things like exposure that really make the flares shine more than the outline of the logo. You can use curves just to make them just darken it a bit, and yeah, so there's lots of things you can use in color correction to make this logo look really good. Okay, also now that, as you can see, we got all these little offcuts that go over past the logo. Some of them look good, some of them you can keep, but if you want to remove some, like this one here, just get your eraser tool, make sure that the hardness is on 0, and all you do is simply just rub out the parts that you don't want. Okay guys, that's how you do it. That's how you do this flares on the logo in the text tutorial. Hope you did enjoy it. If you found it helpful, leave a like, and yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in a later video.